DJ's Productions presents Medea, the short version, by Calvin Makovich. Our play begins with a broken-hearted girl named Medea. Medea is broken-hearted because Jason left her for Glaus, the princess of Corinth. And as Medea is crying and crying and crying, her maid is cursing Jason for everything he has done to Medea. Once the maid is done cursing Jason, she tells Medea that Creon, the king of Corinth, is coming to banish her and her children from this land. And once Creon comes, he tells Medea, the reason why I'm banishing you is because I'm worried about the safety of my family, because you are a clever woman and you might kill them and me. So, in spite of this, Medea asks for one request. May I please stay one more day in Corinth so I may prepare myself for banishment and my children? And Creon's like, sure, you can't do anything in one day, it's impossible. And so Creon leaves. Once Creon leaves, Jason arrives, and Jason tells Medea, I am doing this for my family. I want our kids to be high officials in Corinth. And Medea is like, well, you could have told me the plan beforehand. And Jason's like, I hope you can get past this and remember this is your fault why you're being banished. Once Jason left, Aegus, the king of Athens, came and asked for a potion from Medea because of the fact that he can't bear a child with his wife. So Medea agrees with this, under one condition. He takes an oath to the gods to protect her once she gets to Athens. Of course he agrees to this, and then he leaves. After Aegus leaves, Medea puts her plan into action. She calls Jason back, and she puts on the puppy dog face and says, you were right, this is good for the family. And she, out of goodwill, supposedly, gives Jason a dress and a dagus, or a crown, like a golden crown like thing, to give to the princess as a token of goodwill so that she may spare the children and from the banishment. Of course Jason agrees to this and goes like, thank you for understanding, this is good for our family and our kids shall be high officials. Once the princess puts on the dress and the darker gold crown-like thing, her skin begins to melt off, her face melts off, she bursts into fire. And then, once that happens, her maid gets the king, Creon, and Creon touches her like a fool, and then he starts to combust. Flames start to come out, and his face melts off. Once Jason learns about this, he heads towards Medea's castle. And then, as this is going on, Medea is deciding either to keep the kids alive or kill them. And she felt like she must kill the kids so that she may be free from Jason and get back at Jason. Once Jason gets to Medea's castle, he finds it's too late. She's already gone in a chariot pulled by dragons from Helios, the sun god. And as Medea is leaving, Jason asks for one request. May I please have the kids so I can bury them? And of course Medea says, no, you shall not. And she hangs them from the side of her chariot. And as she heads through the horizon to Athens, Jason realizes from the chorus, this is your fault. The theme of the story is revenge. The reason why it's revenge is because Medea is getting her revenge on Jason for committing adultery on her by killing everyone he loves besides herself. And she gets revenge successfully with no consequences.